Welcome to another edition of Stock Watch. So we see that Amazon are back in the headlines again as their quarter revenues have exploded to over $125 billion at the back end of 2020. So this has pushed the symbolic $100 billion mark for the first time in the company's history, and shares were actually spiking upwards by over 2% yesterday in trading. So the already saw skyrocketed growth last year in 2020 as a lot of people obviously switched to online shopping and working from home, which obviously saw their reported revenues grow by over 300 billion itself. And this was up 38% from 2019, and obviously profits doubled because of that, up over $21 billion as well. And this comes after the news that the CEO and Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is to step down as the CEO, as the e-commerce giant that he started in his garage nearly 30 years ago. So he'll become executive chairman, still in and around the company, and a move that would give him time and energy to focus on other aspects that he wants to get involved in. And he will be replaced by Andy Jassy, who currently leads Amazon's cloud computing business. So this change is looking to take place in the second half of 2021. And sticking with e-commerce, we see that Alibaba has had strong results for the last quarter, as well as their revenues have soared, up 37%. And that's a growth of 34.2 billion from 2019. So, this is due to China's economic growth as well. The second largest economy in the world saw sluggish progress compared to the last 2 years. However, it was one of the only major economies to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic first of all, and it's looking like it's going to get better and better for China especially. But it's not all good news for Alibaba, as its financial technology affiliate Ant Group remains under immense scrutiny from Chinese regulators. The planned launch of Ant Group last November was due to become the biggest ever stock market debut, raising over 37 billion for the fintech business. But Ant Group's business prospects and initial public offering plans are subject to substantial uncertainties at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see where the next level of growth will come from Alibaba. But for now, it's looking not bad for the company. So just a quick look on Amazon first of all today. So the last time I looked at the company, we saw these peaks that I wanted to highlight to see if we could break through them. We had a bit of resistance at the previous peak, and this was from early November. This is when all the pandemic news came into fruition about some injections and antidotes being licensed and approved for public use. This is quite a big game changer for a lot of stocks. But now we saw a bit of consolidation, a bit of choppiness in the market. But since this recent news revenues for Q4, we've seen obviously an upsurge in prices. So now I'll be looking to see at the market open if we can penetrate this price roughly at the middle 3,000 range, and then push upwards to further recent fresh highs going forward to that as well. So Amazon is always looking for an upturn. It's never really looking down. We saw some shoddiness here. This was due to the pandemic second wave across the globe, but we're looking at now progressive upside for the company, and that's what I'll be looking at in the next few trading sessions as we close out the rest of the week. We're not seeing much on the momentum indicator at the moment. It's really not looking, it's more looking convergence than divergence. So I'm just going to see what the momentum will bring in the next few trading sessions. Also Alibaba as well. Well, the last time I looked at Alibaba, we saw this nice ascending channel. Prices fell out due to headlines about Alibaba. But if I just want to zoom in, just want to have a little look at the recent drop, the choppiness, and the slight uptrend. So if we just take a Fibo from the levels here, we can see at the moment that, well, the main body daily candle especially is looking to move away from the 78.6 or the 61.8 golden ratio. So if it starts moving up or down, this will give us a good indication of where the market's going to lead in the next few trading sessions. If it does puncture this ceiling of the $265 mark, I'll be looking to see if it's going to start pushing higher. And likewise on the downside, if we see the candlestick fall lower, then there'll be a bit more cloud engulfment as well, and moving lower past the 50% down to the lower border, which is a nice confluence as well. So Again, exhaustion seems to be waning on momentum at the moment, so we'll just see in the next, probably the next trading session, where this price action is going to take us. So just looking at e-commerce today, and it's not a bad news events as well for headlines if you're a headline trader as well. So just something to look out for. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments, as usual, please add them to the post and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.